What you're looking at here is a fake Instagram template or web template created to lure a victim into inputting his username or his password so that an attacker can be able to harvest those credentials. If I do, for example, I give it a name like John at Gmail, regardless of, I know emails are lower cases, but I'm going to use it like this. I just want to demonstrate this. If I give it a password like 12345678910, which is a weak password which you should never use, and I hit enter, for example, but before hitting enter, you can see that the URL here is not that of Instagram page. If I hit enter, what happens is that the email and the password have been captured here. So this is what Shellphish does. So in this tutorial today, this is what we are going to be doing. We are going to create a phishing template using Shellphish. After creating that phishing template, we are going to get a URL which is not legitimate, and then we are going to obfuscate, or we are going to shorten that URL, and then we send to the victim, and then we expect that the victim click onto it so that we can harvest those credentials. Make sure you watch this video till the end, and don't forget to like, share, and a quick disclaimer: this is only for educational purposes. Stay till the end. So we are going to start by looking at how we can install Shellphish on Kali Linux. So I am going to come to my browser here, which in my case is Mozilla Firefox, and I am going to type Shellphish. Shellphish. Let me just take this one. I type Shellphish GitHub Abir Hassan 2025. You can as well just type Shellphish. It's going to lead you to the GitHub repository. But I want that it takes me directly to the code. So I am just going to click on it. I click on the first link. I expect that it takes me to the repository at GitHub so that I can be able to get the code, and then I can clone this tool in my Kali Linux. So you come to code here, you click on code and then copy, and then you come here, you say git clone, and you paste the code which you just copied. So I'm going to paste this code here. In my case, I'm not going to hit enter because I already have this tool installed in my operating system. So I'm just going to cancel it, and then we are going to start our tutorial as fast as possible. So the first thing you may want to do is to check if this code, or if it has been cloned. If, for example, like in my case, I do an ls on a directory which I cloned it, you can see that we have Shellphish here. So I'm just going to do a cd into Shellphish, no, shell into Shellphish. And now we have been taken into the Shellphish directory. Let me clear this. And then if I do an ls to see everything that is found inside the Shellphish directory, we can now see that this is what we need here, shellfish.sh. So I am going to copy this Shellphish, or I'll just do a bash, and I do shellfish.sh, and I hit enter. The moment you hit enter, it now leads you to the tool, and you can now see that Shellphish has been launched here, and it now gives you different options which you want to use. You can see Facebook, Instagram, and every other phishing template which you can create. So in our case, we want to urge the victim into thinking that he wants to log into a phishing template, or into a template like Instagram. So I'm going to give it two, for example. This is Instagram here. If I hit enter, what happens is that it asks me if I want to use the traditional login page for Instagram, or if I want to use auto followers login page and all of that. So I will just take one, which is for traditional login page. So if I take one, it now asks me, do I want to do it use as a local host on my system? Do I want to use ngrok, which is a server? I want to use a local host. So I'm going to give it one, and I hit enter. And then now it asks me for the port. In this case here, you can as well put the port which you want. If I put, for example, port 6666, and I hit enter, Now it is initializing and it is creating a phishing link for us. This is our phishing link here. So I am going to copy this link like this. I copy the link and I go to my browser here. This is my browser here. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to come here and I want to type, because I want to shorten this link. I want to obfuscate or mask this link in a way that when the victim receives this link, he's not going to understand that it is a phishing link. So I am going to type a URL shortener like tiny url.com and I hit enter. So I expect it to open. So I'll click on it. The purpose here is to shorten my link. So it's going to take some time. Once it opens, then we are going to continue. So let's wait for it to load. As you are looking at it here, also look at what is going to happen here when I finally click on the link. So now I am going to paste my link, this link which I've copied here. I am going to paste it here. I am going to paste it and then I will take shorten link. So this is how hackers change or obfuscate their links. In their case, they will not just have local host here. They may have their IP address, which is going to redirect anything you do into their own system. And then this link, which they have here, they will use it, they will send it to you to Instagram or through WhatsApp, Messenger, or any instant messaging platform, or it could be through email. And then they will do some social engineering for you to click on that link, and then they will harvest your credentials. So let us wait for it. It is loading. It is taking some time. So I am going to pause so that it loads. Then I'm going to copy the link, and then we see the next thing that we are supposed to do. So Tiny URL has created a new link for us. Look at the original link and look at the one we have just created here. Now, even though this link for a technology guy, he's going to, or for a cybersecurity person, is going to understand that this is a link shortener. But for someone that is not into technology, he will never understand that this is a shortened link. So I'm going to copy this link and then I am going to come to a new browser or to a new tab and I am going to paste that link there. So I am going to right click, paste the link, and then I want you to observe what is going to happen here and on the left hand side here. So I'm going to hit enter. When I hit enter, look at it. You can see that the IP address is shown here, which is a local host. So it shows the IP address here, and you can see the link that is showing there. Now it is a different link up there. And then now we have a fake Instagram template here. So the attacker now be expecting that you, the victim, should input your password, for example, and username. Let's say john@gmail.com. And then I'm going to give it a password like 123456789, which is a very short password which you should never use, and it's very predictable. And then I hit enter. When you hit enter, what happens is that if you look at the left hand side here, the same email which I inputted there on the right hand side, as well as the password, has already been captured here by the attacker. And then something interesting happens here. Now, instead of Instagram opening, it leads us to the original Instagram page. So you, as a mere user of Instagram, what are you going to do in this case? If you happen to find out that something like this has happened to you, you have to immediately change your Instagram password immediately. If not, just know that your credentials have been harvested somewhere, and now the attacker can use it to further his or to log into your Instagram page or to test to through other maybe it could be Gmail, Facebook, to see if you can log in, and that is how they capture your information. So the take-home message here is that the first thing you must do is that you shouldn't use short passwords like this. Secondly, always investigate the URL before using it. The third thing you must do is that set a two-factor authentication so that even if the attacker tries to log into your system, he will not succeed, because the one-time password is going to be sent to your phone, which is going to alert you that someone is trying to log into your system, and you can as well change your password. If you found this tutorial useful, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and place your comments and ask your questions. If you want, I will always respond to you. My name is Banakengio, and I am a certified ethical hacker. Stay blessed.